On today's ChurchTechCast Q&A show, live streaming upload speed, Canon cameras, persistent video, and a ProPresenter 5 course. Hi, and welcome again to another ChurchTechCast.com Q&A show. This is the show where every week I try and answer your questions on using technology in ministry. My name is Paul Allen Clifford, and I'm your host. I'd love you to ask your questions, by the way, so you can always just leave them right below the video. That's perfectly fine if you're watching the video, but if you're not, all my contact information is located over at trinitydigitalmedia.com/contact. You can also hit me up on Twitter, Paul Allen Cliff, PaulAlanClif, which is a perfectly acceptable way to contact me. So let's dive into the questions. Thomas Bass over on Facebook asks, "Hello Paul, my church is looking to live stream on YouTube. We only have a 0.5 megabit per second upload speed for our internet connection. So we need something faster than that?" Yeah, Thomas, actually you do. Well, I guess technically you can stream at SD, maybe even slightly less than SD at 640 by 360 to get the widescreen effect. You can do that at 500 kilobits or half a megabit, but that doesn't give you any headroom to work with. So if there's any network congestion, if on Sunday morning for whatever reason the upload speed is 400 megabits instead of the 500 megabits, then it's really cutting it close. So I'd recommend that you don't do that. In talking with you, I've found out that you are recording in HD and uploading it after service, and you were really hoping to live stream and not have to upload. In order to do that, you probably need at least 2 megabits. Bare minimum. More is better, but at least 2 megabits for HD. So that's what I would recommend to you. So keep that in mind as you're trying to figure out exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to proceed. By the way, I also, in talking to you, found out that you're not live streaming the music, which is good for copyright protection purposes, because YouTube, even if you have a streaming license, which I recommend you get one because we want to stay legal, they will sometimes flag copyrighted content even with the license. So I talked about this yesterday on Technobabble. But the problem I see in only doing the sermon is you've got to train your audience to show up at a specific time. And if the upfront music goes a little short or a little long, that's not a good experience. You know, they show up at, let's say, 11:30 and there's nothing for another 10 minutes. Or they show up at 11:30 and they've missed the first 5 minutes of the sermon. Especially in sermons where they're particularly short, that could be a bit of a problem. So keep that in mind. Next, Eddie on Twitter says, "Looking for a new camera for my wife. Is the T5i the best model they have?" Well, Eddie, it depends on what you mean by best. There are many really great cameras that are better than the T5i. The T5i is a good camera. I have its older brother, the T3i, which basically has similar features, but the T5i has a touchscreen and it's just a nicer version. I hope my T3i doesn't think that I'm making it jealous, but the T5i is like that. I think though right now if I had to buy one, I would buy the 60D, 60D, and that's because I'm a videographer and it eliminates the shortened record times, which right now I'm dealing with. But tell me what you've got and then I can recommend something. Hi Paul, my name is Sid. I'm the Technical Arts Director at Jacob's Well Church in Auclaire, Wisconsin. I saw one of your videos that you're using ProPresenter 5 and doing some overlay, and I was wondering if I could pick your brain on a couple of things. I'm available today, which is Wednesday, probably till about 3 o'clock, and then I'll be available again Monday. If you want to reach me, here's my number. Have a great Thanksgiving. This was sent right before Thanksgiving last week. So it turns out that what he wanted to do was put a persistent video over all his slides. And I have a tutorial on how to do that I recorded this week. It's in the feed for the ProPresenter tutorials that I do once a week. So you can find it there. Basically, just to give you a spoiler, you're going to use props, but you're not going to use it as a foreground video or a background video, because in ProPresenter 5 you can only have either a foreground video or a background video, and you can only have one of those at a time, no matter what layer you put that on. So we have to do it another way, and I show you how in the video. Okay, finally, John Wolf asked via email, Paul, what exactly is the ProPresenter 5 course? Is it something I download to my computer? What all does it consist of? Thanks. So I'm developing a course on ProPresenter. John is part of my email list, so he got an advance announcement about that because I had it on sale as part of my Black Friday promotion. So I'm developing this course on ProPresenter 5 that I want any church that feels like they're really not experts in it to use, so that they can get more out of ProPresenter 5. So that's what it is, and it's coming soon. I've got some of the content already, but I'm going to be reworking some things and recording new things and just creating a great course that I hope will be the go-to guide on ProPresenter 5. Well, I hope that helps you. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to drop me a line and leave those. And if you like this content, I want to interact with you on a regular basis. So first off, I've got a gift for you. You can either get the electronic version of my book, Tweeting Church, or my short intro to video course for free. Just head on over to trinitydigitalmedia.com/gifts, GIFTS. And you can sign up for whichever one's appropriate to you right there. If you have any questions or comments, of course, don't hesitate to leave them for me. And until next week, go out and change eternity. This is Paul Allen Clifford with trinitydigitalmedia.com.